through your freedom.
You want answers?
I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth!
All right, everybody, welcome back to the Prepared Mind channel. Got your cup of coffee? That's an old picture of me relaxing in a place in a galaxy far, far away, but still enjoying a cup of Java out of the Prepared Mind mug. I'll tell you what, folks, the world is a stage. It's a stage for the SHTF tragedy that is unfolding around us, on top of us. Are you prepared? Food, water, shelter, clothing, medicine, means of self-defense. Your plan. Are you ready? Have you helped yourself? Well, we're going to need to, folks, because the pain for us is going to get worse as this tragedy plays out. Now, we've been told Russia bad, Russia bad, Russia bad. That's the narrative. Okay, I get it. Whether Russia's right or Russia's wrong, Ukraine is right, Ukraine is wrong, US, UK, EU or NATO, whether they're right or wrong, none of that should affect our actions that we take. Because we know that the actions we take are going to counter the effects of SHTF. We're not going to change world history, folks. They've already set that. It's all playing out. The question is, what are these idiots doing next and how do we prepare? Now, so war on Ukraine, we must punish Russia. Well, Russia sells uranium, coal, oil, and natural gas to Europe and the world, including the United States of America. It did not take long for, shall we say, people who are skeptical, including some mainstream media, saying, wait a minute, if you're buying Russian energy, you're giving money to Russia, and Russia's turning around and using that money to fund its military efforts in Ukraine. Talk about your ESG whoopsie-daisy. That's environmental social governance. In other words, woke corporatism. It applies to governments too. You can't buy energy from your enemy and then say you're going to defeat your enemy. Unbelievable. Still, they're like, well, what are we going to do? We can't live without Russian energy. We've been told that numerous times. Hey, what are you going to do? Where are you going to make up half your energy needs? How are you going to do that? How is that even possible? So last week, I kept hearing this, and then it came from Germany. And in 5 years, we will have weaned ourselves off of Russian gas and Russian energy products. I didn't want to do my German accent. In 5 years, we're going to wean ourselves off of the oil. How's that for the German accent? Yeah, I don't think so. I didn't think so then, and I don't think so now. You can't build enough windmills, put up enough solar panels. You can't even build nuclear power plants, folks, in less than 10 years, even with the new SMR technology that's coming out. Small modular reactor, it still takes years. We will not be able to do it, no. Well, guess what? The European Union is proposing just that, but not 5 years, folks. The European Commission President, Ursula von der Leyen, has announced plans for a phased ban on all Russian oil by the end of this year. What was to be a 5-year reduction for Germany and most of Europe to ban oil. Their ban oil program is being accelerated, and it is mind-bending. Now, let's look back in history. This is kind of like President John F. Kennedy standing in front of the world and saying, we propose to land a man on the moon by the end of the decade and return him safely to Earth. And they had no plan in place for this. It was a proposal in 1960 or 61 that by the end of the decade, we propose to put a man on the moon and return him safely to Earth within the end of the decade. I can almost do that that Connecticut accent, almost. Vote Quimby. Anyways, this is their plan, right? And they had no technology. This is at the beginning of space age technology. They didn't know if they could have it, develop it, and even reach the freaking moon. They had no plan or technology in place to accomplish the task. Sounds like today. Europe and the world think a political speech and the desire to fulfill their agenda is all it takes. Well, it does not, folks. Speeches and desire do not create reality where that reality is an impossibility. Now, while you can fake a moon landing, you can put on a fascinating and exciting mirage of space race. You can't change the fact that there won't be fuel at the petrol station, that you won't have power plants spinning turbines on non-existent energy, right? You cannot create reality where reality is not possible. Welcome, folks, to the dystopian torture chamber where us, the people of Europe, the people of the United States, the people of Canada, the people of Australia, the people of China, the people of Russia, where we're all going to be damaged and or killed to satisfy the eco-sadistic goals of these power mongers in positions of power, whether they be elected politicians or the Western oligarchs of Germany, France, England, and the United States. Folks, there's a new term for you, eco-sadistic. They want their environmental stuff to go through, folks, and it will at any cost, meaning whatever you have to pay will make it happen. Knowing that, once again, we go back to the beginning of the video. The world is a stage. It's a tragedy of SHTF, and we, the people, pay. Our best way through this is to be patriotic, to be preppers, to have what you need to help alleviate or minimize the suffering that'll be coming. Chance favors the prepared mind. Join us on Patreon. Support this network, which is me and you and everybody talking about what is happening, how to plan for it, seeing far enough into the future so we can plan today. That's what prepping is, right? Boy Scout motto, always be prepared, right? Chance favors the prepared mind is yours. Go to thepreparedmind.club, buy what you need. Get it now, folks, before you can't get it at all. And at the very least, we know inflation is going to make whatever you can get way more expensive, to save the earth. Unbelievable. Godspeed to you. Semper Fi.